Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of a Thought number 1443. We had the lighting all wrong just a little while ago, so I have to restart. Ah, yeah. Okay. So we are in Angel B. Hartwell's book, Be Heard by Millions and Live Your Destiny, a creative age leader's guide to speak, sell, serve, and succeed. We also needed to say this. Say, speak, sell, serve, and succeed. So we're in chapter 8. We've been talking about chapter 8, which is designing the deliverables and delighting in the dollars. And we are in the second half of it. And here we are with the Be Heard by Millions expert talk. The Be Heard by Millions expert talk is trademarked, is meant to position you as the expert who has the solution to a particular problem or the fulfillment of a particular desire. Your audience starts in one place and ends in another. The way they get to the other place is by engaging in your work and investing in your product, service, or program. Make sure you include several powerful examples of how you have helped other people with this problem. The talk is short, designed to be unique, and designed to accomplish three things: engage the people, educate the people, and enroll the people. You do want some inspiration in the talk, but most of the inspiration needs to focus around the results that people have achieved by working with you. It's super inspiring when someone in your audience is sitting there with a dream and you talk about someone you have helped fulfill a similar dream. At the end of the talk, open the doorway for sales to happen. You have to be shameless in asking people for money. There is nothing to be ashamed of. Something this answers my question. I had to blast it out in the air. I'm looking for sponsorship, and I felt so and I've been thinking about it the last few days, and this answers my question. You have, there is nothing to be ashamed of. You are here to deliver some great gifts into the world, and it's only right that you should be paid. You are here to be heard by millions, trademark, and live your destiny. Remember, though, that the expert talk does not deliver your total transformation. Your expert talk will deliver a spark of transformation for many people, but that transformation is just to inspire them to invest and enroll in your program. They will go from uninvested and unmotivated to motivated and invested in their own dream and vision. That alone is a huge transformation. Just opening up to that space is a big step for many people. They move from the dream zone to the doing zone when they make the investment. Whenever you interact with people, you will deliver some sort of transformation for them. It just may not always be your highest level of transformation. Program, product, service, what are you offering? The next layer of deliverables is the program, product, or service you offer. This book and the associated program that I offer solves the problem of wanting to make money without having to leave the house. It also solves the problem of knowing you are here to be heard by millions of people and not being able to figure out how that might happen. What happens in the creation of a program like this is that people are left with a whole new set of questions about what direction to go next. In this case, do you need help to develop your talk? Do you need to develop your package? Do you need some help in overcoming your inability to ask for money and claim your value? Even if you solve one problem for someone, they will have new challenges related to your message. There are two ways you can address this. Number one, be prepared with referral partners. We talked about referrals in chapter 6, in which you learned about strategic alliances and affiliates. I won't be the one to help you set up your blog or the technological aspects of your business. Those are not my areas of genius or expertise. That's Angel B. Hartwell. But I have referral partners that I share with my clients when we come to the end of what I offer. So referrals are one solution to the challenges your people might face when they come out of the other side of your deliverable. Number two, you can offer additional solutions and build long-term, long-lasting success partnerships with your clients. I would absolutely be delighted to build a long-term, long-lasting success partnership with you. As this book has revealed, there are plenty of areas in which I can serve you. What challenges will your clients be left with after your work? Can you serve them in dealing with those challenges through additional, deeper work with you? Design your deliverables from a place of higher vision, higher consciousness, and higher awareness of where you are going and where you are taking your clients. This is something that I learned by accident. I was the kind of person who basically just threw spaghetti against the wall in my business. I was just trying to see what would stick. Some of my mistakes happened because I either did not listen to my mentors or did not know what I did not know or was caught up in the creative flow. It was probably a combination of all of these problems. Hopefully, this book will spare you from throwing spaghetti against the wall and money, time, and energy out the window. Reconnect with Source with a capital S and begin to think about designing your deliverables. Consider what you are here to deliver in the world. Start by answering these questions. Who is calling me to serve them? As you tap into who is calling you to serve them, remember that these are people who are praying for you for the exact gifts and exact solution you have to offer. These are your people. Your work is to tune in not only to what they want, but also to what they need. Somebody might want to have greater exposure. Building a virtual speaking business will give you greater exposure. What they might really need is to discover that they have been carrying around a scarcity mentality that needs to be released in order to grow, prosper, and serve in a higher way. Notice the difference between tuning into what people want and what they need. When you tune into what people want, you are able to craft your communications in a way that is appealing and magnetic to those people. Underlying that though is the strategy, underlying that though is the energy of what they need that you will deliver. Ideally, what people want and what they need will match up, and you will be able to communicate in a way that is nearly effortless. We are not quite in an ideal world yet, though. There are a lot of people who need what you have to offer, but want something else. Part of your work in tuning into your people is to discern between their wants and needs. Can you give them both? What do my people want? What do they need? This does not have to be complicated. It can be very simple. The simpler it is, the easier it is to get the point across. If you have to explain it to somebody, you aren't clear. It's on you to be crystal clear with your message if you are going to make a connection. You are the one with the solution, and your people are the ones with the problem. They are in a fog of confusion and pain, and you're the one with clarity. It is incumbent upon you to not only hold the clarity of the solution, but also to make the clarity happen in the communication. Out of some combination of source, life experience, synthesis, trainings, learning, knowledge, and your natural gifts, what do you have to offer? In my particular case, I was challenged with regulating the flow. When I threw spaghetti against the wall, I got excited when my first group of 7 or 8 people bought my very first program, Energized to Monetize at $497 each. I made more money in a shorter period of time than I had ever done before, and I was really excited. I got so excited, however, that instead of building on that particular program, I went off and created another one called Opening to Channel for Fun and Profit. I'm deeply intuitive and hyper creative and very thankful for that. And very thankful for that. And I'm lucky that I created all the programs I have in my repertoire. But in retrospect, if I had been a little less enamored of the creative process, might have made more money more quickly, and I might have built a more stable business that was more consistent. The best way to monetize your message is to be as consistent as possible and to continue to deliver and add value to the programs and products your people want and need. You know you're on to something when people raise their hands and say they want to give you money for your work. In retrospect, maybe it would have been better for me to continue to build the Energize to Monetize program and add value to the next round or deliver it multiple times. I did deliver it 2 or 3 times, but then I got inspired to go in different directions. Then I got into a partnership and started to create more highly invested programs. We were in this process just making it up and trying to figure out how we could serve our people, give them what they needed and wanted, and generate revenue. We needed a higher end program, so we created the Core Path to Clarity. You might end up in a creative process like me that looks like you're in muck and not sure exactly what you're doing. If that happens to you, know that you can come at this with a higher degree of consciousness if you have guidance from either or both source and mentors. I didn't have mentorship at that time to help me see the bigger picture. I recommend that you do have someone help you learn what you don't know. Finally, I see the bigger picture and how all of the programs I created fit together. Now I offer the Be Heard by Millions Virtual Speaking Business Builders Bootcamp, trademarked, and the Wisdom to Wealth Intensive, trademarked, small group or one-on-one high-end live program. That's the second one. These two programs go together like a hand in a glove. National Weather Service tornado warning in this area until 6:15 a.m. PST. Take shelter now in a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Check media. Okay, emergency alert is stream. I just read that. Sorry. These two programs go together like a hand in a glove. When you come through the Be Heard by Millions virtual, I'm in a concrete building, so I'm not worried. Sorry. These two programs go together like a hand in a glove. When you come through the Be Heard by Millions virtual speaking business builders bootcamp, you may want to go deeper into the process to design your deliverable by creating your high-end offer, building your Be Heard by Millions expert talk, trademarked, and laying out your speaking plan and strategic alliance promotional strategy. If you come through the Wisdom to Wealth Intensive, trademarked, you might say, I have my message now and I want to get it out there. I also do a lot of time to make your mark, trademark VIP days with people in specific areas such as claiming their value, finding their voice, or clarifying and stepping into their vibrant vision. To rein yourself in, know your own flow, and set yourself up for success in relationship to your own flow. I now set boundaries for myself with my close content closet and cold storage. I have tons of ideas on pieces of paper, notebook, and folders that are in cold storage. These include ideas for audio programs, newsletter articles, teleseminar series, crystal singing bowls, CDs, and more. I had to discipline myself to put these ideas in the cold storage and say no in favor of the big yes when this Be Heard by Millions trademarked and Live Your Destiny came to me. That was a big yes. Of course, some of the pieces I created before add value to my Be Heard by Millions virtual speaking business builders bootcamp program, trademark. For example, I gave the first people through the live program my opening to channel for fun and profit trademark program as a bonus, and it was added value for them. Good morning, Resource Cantata, my friend. Let's see. It won't work. Okay. Set up for service delivery. There are lots of different ways you can deliver service virtually. You can deliver in a telecall, teleclass, teleworkshop, small group program, large group program, private packages, VIP days, digital downloads, video training, and live events like telesummits when you deliver your expert talk. Video. When you design and price your packages and programs, be aware of how you want to deliver your service. I love delivering in small, intimate groups. I'm interested in working with people who are highly invested and have the desire to be seen and heard. There are programs on the market where people join with huge groups. I have been in a couple of masterminds and group coaching programs myself. One mastermind I joined had 125 people in it, and another had 173 people. With that many people, a lot of the participants are not seen or heard. The people who invest in these large programs actually do so as a way to hide. There are so many people in the program that I don't know and have never seen. I don't know who they are, what they do, and I don't know anything about them. They might listen to the trainings, but they don't really show up in the world. They hide in the program and convince themselves that they're actually doing something because they've invested a big dollar amount to be in the program. Why would they pay to hide? I personally love to work in small enough groups that every person can be heard. How many minutes are we in? Goodness. When you design packages and programs, not only do they have to be magically magnetic to the people you are interested in serving, but you also have to create, design, and price them so that you are happy. If you are not happy, ain't nobody happy. If you are not excited, delighted, and jazzed to deliver your work and your programs, you'll reflect that malaise in the world. People will sense it, and you won't have the magical magnetism you need to generate the revenue, reach, and impact that you want to have in the world. Design and price a package or program that works for you so that you are making the money you want to make and delivering your program in a way that's comfortable for you, whether to a small group, large group, one-on-one, private, or VIP days basis. Initially, if you don't have any mentorship clients, start with one-on-one work. Figure out from there how you best serve your people. Of course, if you have an idea for a group program, you can go with it. I certainly wouldn't try to supersede your ideas from source. I just want you to be empowered to trust yourself and what you are receiving. For many people starting out, I suggest VIP days or private one-on-one packages until they feel more comfortable. Now, when I say packages, good morning, John Clark. Now, when I say packages, I mean not just a single session, but a package that you create like 10 sessions plus half a day, 20 sessions plus 2 days, a 6-month mentorship, or a 9-month mentorship, something like that. That way, you are not trading dollars for hours, you are trading dollars for results. Of course, your packages need to be results oriented in order for you to magnetize money. Let's get more clarity. Answer these questions. What is the result of working with you? What happens to people when they go through the transformation you have to offer? What type of service delivery package you want to offer? Do you want to offer? How much money do you want to manifest? Based on the number of people you want to serve in your delivery model and the amount of money you want to manifest, how much will you charge for your program? Obviously, these questions are simplified for the purposes of this book. You will have to do the math on all of your expenses as well as what you as the messenger want to receive in exchange for your time and energy and creative contribution. This final piece, coming up with your numbers, can bring up a lot of internal resistance and questioning of your value. Let's face it, people provide services and products virtually that range in price from $1 to millions of dollars. You get to choose where you want to play on that spectrum. Are you ready to prosper? Permission to serve is hereby granted. Permission to profit, handsomely following your own personal path, is hereby granted. Permission to prosper in your PJs or cash in from your couch or be bountiful in your bikini or make bank in your boxers is hereby granted. Make sure that you are ready to receive in every way by opening your heart and jumping in enthusiastically to answer your calling. Don't forget to stay aligned to your Be Heard by Millions speaker magic too. Be Heard by Millions is trademarked. Alignment in this area will make your business bountiful. Take the quiz here if you haven't already done so. quiz.beheardbymillions.com. Take a nice deep breath. Enjoy the journey. I hope to see you on a virtual stage very soon. There's an afterward here, and we can read some of it. Ooh, goodness gracious, there's a lot down here. We've read some of it before, but I'm going to read the part we haven't read. Afterward, a few words about podcasting as a vehicle for growth and prosperity. You guys are cold. I have tornado warnings. As an advanced move in your Be Heard by Millions virtual speaking business trademarked, you might consider starting your own podcast. I have launched 2 Apple Top 100 ranked shows and actually sold the first one. Becoming a podcast host was a natural extension for me after nearly a decade of being a Be Heard by Millions virtual speaking business trademarked owner who has presented on hundreds and hundreds of stages. Podcasting is definitely an industry that is on the move and is creating a whole lot of opportunity for people who have a vision and message to serve a lot of people and who are looking for leadership level positioning. Yeah, actually. It is pretty warm in my house, but I am using a heater. And it's not that cold. Yesterday was pretty cold, and my 100-year-old neighbor did stay inside because it was that cold, but it's not cold enough to kill us or anything. It's not like 34 or 4. Wow, that's cold. Here, say Angel B. Hartwell, is 18 degrees. Wow. Here are 3 very important questions to ask yourself before considering starting a podcast. So 18 degrees, not 4 degrees. Okay. Here are 3 very important questions to ask yourself before considering starting a podcast. Do you have a clear strategy about how the podcast serves you, your business, and your audience? Yes. Do you have a clear path to monetization so you are able to prosper from the podcast? Not yet. Do you have a clear awareness about how having a podcast positions you differently on the mountain of visibility as a thought leader and influencer, and how that expands your marketability? Yes. You must leverage your time and your message in the most efficient ways possible, and starting your own podcast may be just the ticket. My 2 podcasts not only ranked, they are also making me some bank. That couldn't have happened, though, without the right business structure and strategy for monetization, which is something I help people with, as well as an advanced level with my consulting agency and Start a Podcast Now program. Capitalized. Podcasting has been an amazing addition to my personal Be Heard by Millions virtual speaking plan, trademarked, and I leverage my message as a guest speaker on many podcast shows, as well as feature some amazing people on my own shows. The possibilities are truly endless, and the territory has been mapped by a master guide, so you don't need to go it alone. If podcasting is knocking on your door as a possibility, please ask for help. I've set up a special masterclass specifically about this topic called Prospering with Podcasting, which you can access at www.startapodcastnow.com if podcasting is calling you loudly. I would only recommend this, though, after you have everything set up to speak, sell, serve, and succeed as a virtual speaker and have generated revenue in your business for at least 6 months. Bonus materials. Bonus materials. Do we have time for bonus materials? I guess we can read this if you buy the book. It'll be so cool. Oh my goodness. Yes. Downloadable. Bonus. No, that's not the book itself, but you can buy the book. It is, how much is the book? I'm not sure. But you can buy this book. It is a good book. It's a really, really, really good book. I would really like you to buy it. Okay, so here we are. We read Her Wickedly Smart Women, by the way. Remember this? That was also Angel B. Hartwell's editing. Anyway, okay, so here we go. We are starting our day. We are going to start with some morsels of a thought of wisdom. And wisdom is knowing what to do, the right thing to do. Knowing the right thing to do is wisdom, sorry. And then doing it is virtue. Yes, from the fortune cookie many years ago. And I will say, okay, today, old kinderhook. Thank you.